In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use EOMONTH to get month-end dates in Excel. Start by launching Microsoft Excel from the Start menu. Once Excel is open the invoice workbook you want to use for this walkthrough. Make sure you are looking at the table where your invoice data is stored, and locate the row directly underneath the column headers. We'll begin by adding the end date for the current month. Click cell E2 directly under the header for the new current month-end column. Now type the formula shown on the screen. This formula uses EOMONTHs with the row's start date as the start date and 0 as the month offset. The 0 tells Excel to stay in the same month as the start date. Feel free to pause the video here, copy the formula from the screen, and adjust it to match your own table if needed. When the formula is entered, press Enter. Because this data is formatted as an Excel table, Excel automatically fills that formula down the entire column. At first, the values may appear as numbers, such as 46222. That is not an error. Excel stores dates as serial numbers behind the scenes, so the formula is working, but the column still needs date formatting. Select the whole E column by clicking the E column header. Go to the Home tab. In the Number group, open the Number Format dropdown. Then choose Short Date. The values in column E should now display as normal dates, such as 1/31/2026, 2/28/2026, and 3/31/2026. These are the last days of the same month as each row's start date. Next, add the end date for the previous month. Click cell F2 directly under the next header. Type the formula shown on the screen. This version also uses EOMONTHs with the row's start date, but the month offset is -1. That negative value tells Excel to move backward 1 month, then return the last day of that month. Pause here if you need time to copy the formula exactly as shown. When it is ready, press Enter. Excel fills the formula down column F automatically. Select the whole F column by clicking the F column header. On the Home tab, open the Number Format dropdown again, and choose Short Date. Column F now shows the last day of the month before each start date. For a January 8 start date, the result would be 12/31/2025. Now add the end date for the next month. Click cell G2. Type the formula shown on the screen. This time, the EOMONTH formula uses the row's start date and a month offset of 1. The positive one tells Excel to move forward 1 month, then return the last day of that next month. Take a moment to copy the formula from the screen if needed, then press Enter. The formula fills down the column, and the raw serial numbers may appear again. Select column G by clicking the G column header. Go to the Home tab, open the Number Format dropdown, and select Short Date. Column G now shows the last day of the month after each start date. For a January 8 start date, the result would be 2/28/2026. Now create the end date for the month 3 months ahead. Click cell H2. Type the formula shown on the screen. This formula uses EOMONTH with the start date and a month offset of 3. That tells Excel to move forward 3 months from the start date, then return the last day of that resulting month. Pause if you need to copy the formula carefully, then press Enter. Let Excel autofill the formula down column H. Select the H column header, go to the Home tab, open the Number Format dropdown, and choose Short Date. Column H now shows the last day of the month 3 months after each start date. For a January 8 start date, the result would be 4/30/2026. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials. Your Invoices table now has 4 new columns: End of Current Month, End of Previous Month, End of Next Month, and End of Month in 3 months. Each one is populated with properly formatted month-end dates calculated from the start date in the same row. When you add a new invoice row to the table, Excel applies the EOMONTH formulas automatically, so the month-end dates stay in sync with your data.